Associated Materials, Dwayne Massey.
Good morning, AIPCon. Thank you all for being here. Hey, I got one good morning, thanks, that's good. I'm Dwayne Massey, I'm the EVP of IT for Associated Materials. We're a leader in the exterior building products market. Think windows, think doors, aluminum siding, vinyl siding, things like that for your house. We cover residential, commercial, remodel, and new construction markets. It's honestly an honor to be here today to talk about the journey that we've been on with Palantir. This is my second go-around with Palantir in two different companies, and this one is by far the most ambitious and just ground-changing fundamentally for a business that I've seen. We are a acquired portfolio company for a private equity group, and we're in the middle of transforming our entire organization. What that really means is, for us, transformation is how do we get the most out of our business? How do we operate the best that we can as a company? How do we drive change as an organization that's been around for 75 years? I've coined the phrase, we're a 75-year-old startup. And it's true. Imagine if you had a company where you've got all this information, legacy systems, AS400, mainframe, Microsoft Access, Excel, flat files. That's us. That's what we've got. We haven't had technology touched in almost 25 years. It has been a very long cycle for the company. We're making the investment in the company because the company has so much potential in the future. The growth is phenomenal, and the opportunities in front of us are just amazing. If I talk a little more about the company, the drivers that are really impacting us are visibility to operations, visibility to how the company actually works, right? If you think about everybody here, your role in the company is if you're in HR, it's usually a who or a what or a how or a when or a where. Palantir gives us the why. Palantir gives us the ability to think about the why. And as we go through, I think there's really two challenges that we have in the Palantir market. The first for me is personal. And it's getting my Palantir techs who come from Palantir to understand my jokes since I'm 52 years old. It doesn't work. I spend so much time explaining jokes, it's unbelievable. The second is we have old systems. Our oldest in-use application was built 2 years after I was born. It wasn't me, I swear to God. I didn't plant that so that I could get a job later. We are still connecting and operating on mainframe systems compiled in the 70s. Our systems have seen the life cycle of their parent companies go up, hit the growth cycle, and come back down and not exist anymore. So think about that from a company perspective where you are driving change. You are looking for something to actually impact the bottom line. You have to act fast. Palantir gives us the ability to do that. Our biggest driver for Palantir is time to market. And I'm going to give a great example real quick. One of the biggest failures that we had as a company, we're 75 years old. We make millions of windows a year, millions of squares of siding, aluminum trim, all the different components that go in your house. We had no customer master. We had big consulting companies coming in. Oh, it's going to be 12 months. And we can do this, it's going to be millions of dollars. We can do this in 24 months, it's going to be millions of dollars. Palantir, we solved this in 6 weeks on the pilot, just by connecting to those legacy systems, tying that data together. It's real. The way I think about it and the way I communicate it to our executive team is Palantir does what we want to do in our minds. Why can't you just take data set A and connect it to data set B? It's easy, just copy and paste it, just make this work together. It doesn't work. It never has. When we look at how we grow as a company, scale, culture, all of this, we are trying to change the way people think. If you think about Palantir, you think about the ontology layer. You're now looking right to left. You're looking at the outcome, and then you're looking at the outputs required to get the outcome that you want. Palantir enables that naturally. Right? It's a different way of thinking. The biggest thing that we can do to our culture to help change is take out words. Take out the phrase, the problem with. Nope, I can't. Oh, I got to do this. Nope, I got to do that. Take out the negative and focus on the positive, because there is nothing that we haven't seen that we can't accomplish with the Foundry platform. We have connected to systems, like I said, that are 50 years old. We've connected to new systems, old systems. The biggest thing that we have accomplished, though, is empowering our people to make the right decisions. So when I go through the demo, I'm not going to give the demo as the guy who built the demo, because that's not me. Like I said, my IT career started with the OG of internet companies back at AOL in the mid-90s. But I'm going to focus on this from a business perspective. How does an ops leader look at this? And our demo is really focused on supply chain. We are a end-user consumer products company. We make products that go to your house. If you ever had remodel done on your house, you know you got to have product done on time, delivered. You have contractors waiting. The green line at the top of the screen, that's our Windows on time in full delivery. We're running in the 90%. That was 40% before you put in Palantir. The yellow line is our vinyl metal siding business. You can see where we put in Palantir on the blue dots. It is not only growing, it's sustaining. That's the key with Palantir. You can sustain the change. It's not a one-and-done change. We have visibility of the whole supply chain. We can see a factory. We can understand what that factory is doing. We can see, hey, I've got past due here. This is what my workload is. I'm driving the floor now. People are not having to think. We've taken the phrase, I feel, out of the question. It's no longer, geez, I feel like I have too much inventory. I feel like I have too much this. Mike was saying earlier, he had 60% on time. I wish we would have had 60% on time. We do now because we can see the data. We can pull the different systems. We can see the disparities in between those different systems. We've built these different platforms and these screens to identify what needs to be made, when does it need to be made. Take the choice away from the user. Utilize AI to identify, here's what needs to happen, when it needs to happen. As you go through this, we also have the ability to identify, here are purchase orders that need to be cut, here's the work orders that are out there, here are the products that need to be ordered, here's the material that we're behind on. We're identifying by warehouse, by location, by group, what is the failure point? What is the constraint? How many days before I'm out of product? How many days before I need to reorder? Everything that's in an ERP system, we're doing in Palantir today. So if you're here and you're an ERP reseller, I'm sorry, your time's over. A lot of you guys here I know have legacy systems. You can do more in Palantir in less time than it's going to take you to implement a new ERP system. For us to implement ERP across 11 factories, we're talking almost 5 years. This is less than 9 months' work, and we've implemented over 10 business use cases already. We are seeing immediate bottom line results. We're driving on-time delivery. Our customers actually like us. We actually interviewed our customers. The reports went from, oh, man, it's like a Ouija board when we order stuff, to, holy cow, they actually deliver on time. It's amazing. We're driving that kind of change. We know what our inventory is. We know what our materials are. What does this mean for us as a company? The big thing is we can focus on ideation. Man, I got an idea. Here's how I make it better. Think Six Sigma on steroids. Continual improvement, growth, change opportunity, item and order mastering. So in summary, we have a very unique implementation. We're touching legacy, but we are transforming absolutely everything we do within a manufacturing company that's been here for over 75 years. Thank you for your time today. I'll be around later. Have a great day.